We place so much trust in technology. Our phones track our steps, our watches monitor our heartbeats, and some apps even listen to us while we sleep, promising to help us understand our rest patterns. But what if that same technology recorded something it was never meant to hear? What if it became the sole witness to a nightmare you slept right through? This is the story of how a simple sleep tracking app revealed a terrifying truth hidden in the silence of the night. Imagine this. You live alone. It's just you, the familiar creaks of your house, and the quiet hum of the city outside. For weeks, you've been using a new app on your phone. You place it on your nightstand, and it listens. In the morning, it gives you a neat little report, how much deep sleep you got, how much REM, and it even flags noises. A cough at 2:15 a.m., a car alarm at 4:30 a.m. It's fascinating, almost like a secret diary of your unconscious hours. You find it reassuring. It gives you a sense of control over the one part of your life you unconsciously manage. One morning, you wake up feeling unusually groggy, like you didn't sleep well at all, despite the app showing you had a full 8 hours. You grab your phone to check the report, expecting to see a lot of tossing and turning. You scroll through the usual data sleep cycles, heart rate, and then you get to the noise log. This is where your blood runs cold. The timeline is filled with entries, far more than usual. 1:32 a.m., rustling sheets. Okay, that's normal. You probably just rolled over. 1:33 a.m., soft thump. That's a bit odd. Maybe you kicked the wall in your sleep, or perhaps something fell off the nightstand. You try to rationalize it. 1:45 a.m., floorboard creak. This one makes you pause. Your house is old. It makes noises. But this is different. The app is sensitive. It picks up everything. Still, you tell yourself, it's probably just a house settling. It has to be. Then, you see the next entry. It's not a sound description. It's a transcription. The app has an experimental feature that tries to transcribe spoken words. Most of the time, it just picks up muffled nonsense. But not this time. To 10 a.m., whispering. The transcribed text is garbled, but you can make out a few words. Careful. Window. Your heart starts hammering against your ribs. Window. Careful. This can't be right. It must be a glitch. Maybe it was the TV you left on downstairs. But you distinctly remember turning it off. You always do. You scroll down further, your hand trembling. 2:18 a.m., whispering. This time, the transcription is clearer. It's a voice, a man's voice, low and raspy. Is he sound asleep? You stop breathing. That's you. Someone was in your room, talking about you. The feeling of safety you had in your own home shatters into a million pieces. This wasn't a dream. This wasn't a glitch. This was real. You're looking at hard data, a time-stamped log of a home invasion you were completely oblivious to. The vulnerability of that moment washes over you in a cold, nauseating wave. You were unconscious, helpless, while strangers move through your private space. Your mind races, trying to make sense of it. Who were they? How did they get in? The mention of a window gives you a sickening clue. You force yourself to keep reading the log, needing to know everything, even though every fiber of your being is screaming at you to stop. 2:20 a.m., whispering. Another voice. This one is different. Higher, sharper. Looks like it barely moved. Two of them. There were two of them. It wasn't just one person. It was a coordinated intrusion. They were talking to each other, discussing you. The horror multiplies. It's one thing to imagine a lone intruder, but two, it implies a plan, a purpose. They weren't just passing through. They were there for a reason. They were watching you, analyzing your sleep, like scientists observing a lab rat. You were no longer a person to them. You were a target, an objective. You look around your room, which now feels alien and unsafe. Everything looks the same. Nothing is out of place. Your wallet is on the dresser. Your laptop is on your desk. They didn't take anything. This is somehow even more terrifying. Robbery is something you can understand. But this was different. What did they want? Your eyes are glued to the phone screen. There's one last entry in the log. Your finger hovers over it. A part of you desperate to know. Another part terrified of what it might say. You take a deep breath and scroll down to 24 a.m., whispering. It's the first voice again, the low, raspy one. The transcription is crystal clear this time, as if the person was standing right next to your phone, right next to your head. Should we do it now? A cold dread, pure and absolute, floods your system. Do what? The question hangs in the air, a phantom threat that echoes in the silent morning. You feel a phantom touch on your skin, the imagined breath of a stranger on your face. And then comes the final reply, the last words recorded before the night returned to silence. It's the second voice, the higher-pitched one. The words are calm, collected, and filled with a chilling patience that will haunt you for the rest of your life. Not yet. Wait. They were standing over you, inches away from your face, watching you breathe, deciding your fate. And they decided to wait. The horror is retroactive. You survived the night, but the knowledge of what happened is a poison seeping into your mind. You spent hours, blissfully unaware, while two predators stood over your bed. The worst part, the unanswered question. Wait for what? For you to fall into a deeper sleep. For the right moment. Or, are they waiting to come back? The thought is paralyzing. The safety of daylight feels like a lie. The sun is up, the birds are singing, but the monsters from your sleep log are real. They weren't a nightmare. They were just patient. You look at your front door, checking the locks you thought were so secure. You look at your windows, searching for any sign of entry. The house that was once your sanctuary is now a cage, and you're trapped inside with the ghost of their presence. The app on your phone, the technological witness, has given you a truth you can never unknow. And as the sun begins to set, a new kind of fear takes hold. The kind that comes with the approaching darkness. Tonight, you won't be using the sleep tracker. Tonight, you know you won't be sleeping at all. Because you'll be awake, listening, and wondering if they are coming back to finish what they started. Wondering if tonight is the night they won't decide to wait. This story is a chilling reminder of how technology can sometimes reveal horrors we are not prepared to face. It plays on our deepest fears of vulnerability and the invasion of our safest spaces. Thank you for joining me on this dive into the terrifying possibilities of the digital age. If you enjoy stories that blur the line between technology and terror, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay safe, and maybe think twice before you track your sleep.